support of Barbie? You can ask me any question you want.
How come you're so amazing?
No comment. No, seriously, no comment.
Did you know that the Barbie movie caused a shortage of pink paint in the world? Yes, it's true. The production of the Barbie movie actually bought up all the available pink paint in the world. Well, in the world of cinema, that is. This means that the companies supplying paint for Hollywood movies and film productions ran out of anything pink in their stock. Anyone who tried to buy some just found empty shelves. Can you believe the Barbie team used that much pink paint? Definitely, right? And that's just one of the 12 fascinating facts we've gathered for you right now. Margot Robbie truly fit perfectly into the role of Barbie in every aspect, as she really looks like the human version of the world's most famous doll. What's even more interesting is that, surprisingly, she wasn't the first choice to play the celebrity of the toy world. According to Margot herself, the first actress considered for the role was Gal Gadot, the Wonder Woman of the cinemas. But Gal Gadot couldn't accept the role for reasons that are still unknown. The most important part is that there actually exists a Wonder Woman Barbie version. Can you imagine Wonder Woman appearing in a Barbie movie? It wouldn't make much sense, but it would be a really cool crossover. And the worst part is that Gal Gadot wasn't the only one who, let's say, was ahead of Margot Robbie. Two other actresses were considered before the Australian. One of them was actress Amy Schumer, who was even hired, but later dropped out of the project. And Anne Hathaway was the next choice back when Sony was going to produce the movie some years ago. Since the movie wasn't made, the contract between Sony and Mattel came to an end, and Warner chose Margot for the leading role, which turned out to be a perfect fit. It's hard to think of anyone else in that role today, right? In the Barbie movie, there are indeed several, and I mean several versions of Ken, played by different actors, just like the Barbies. However, the main Ken, the one who accompanies Barbie on her journey to the real world, is played by Ryan Gosling, famous for starring in a multitude of different movies, but never one as pink as this, as he himself admits. Unlike the role of Barbie, which had various actresses considered for the lead before Margot Robbie was finally chosen, for Ken, the first option was always the actor. In fact, he was chosen in mutual agreement between Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie, who participated in several decisions about the movie. But Ryan said he only accepted the role when he received a sign. He mentioned finding a Ken doll thrown in his backyard shortly after receiving the invitation. The doll belonged to one of his daughters. Pretty cool, right? Unfortunately, the Vietnamese government has banned the screening of the Barbie movie throughout the country, and the reason is simply surprising. At a certain point in the film, a map is shown displaying the infamous 9-dash line, also known as the 9-dotted line. This name refers to a Chinese demarcation in the South China Sea, and there is an ongoing dispute over maritime regions between Vietnam and China. For this reason, and feeling disrespected, Vietnam decided not to screen the movie. The Barbie movie introduced many Kens that, honestly, I didn't even know existed. I'm sure most of you had no idea there were so many of them. Believe it or not, actor Ryan Gosling himself commented on this. He said that anyone who wanted to be 100% honest about Ken should admit that nobody truly cared about Ken. Indeed, Ken gained a bit more prominence in this movie. The story even brought about a rivalry between the two Kens, Ryan Gosling and Simu Liu, the actor who portrayed Shang-Chi in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. In fact, the director made all the actors who played Ken work out together so they would genuinely have a bit of tension between them during filming. And it turned out great. To show that we do like Ken and support Barbie's boyfriend because he's a good guy, comment #Ken below so he might feel less disregarded. Well folks, it took 14 years for Mattel, the toy company that created Barbie, to attempt a live-action Barbie movie. Some of you weren't even born when in 2009, the company signed a contract with Universal to produce the film, but the production house didn't want to invest much and the project stalled. Then, in 2014, Mattel closed a deal with Sony to produce the film. But that didn't happen either. After the contract with Sony ended, Warner finally seized the opportunity and produced the movie, which finally premiered in 2023. In other words, it took 14 years of struggles to make the most anticipated pink movie of all time come to life. One of the most iconic scenes in the movie is the one that showcased how perfect Barbie was, as she could walk on her tiptoes even without wearing high heels. This is a reference to the fact that the Barbie doll had been produced for 56 years with her feet in this position, always arched as if she were constantly wearing heels. In this way, girls who had Barbies could buy more accessories, like new shoes and sandals for the doll, and always swap and create more combinations. Only in 2015 was a version of the doll produced with normal feet, let's say with flat soles and movable ankles, which is much closer to reality. That's why one of the signs that Barbie is no longer perfect is when she touches her heels on the ground. In other words, she became normal.
Cold shower, falling off my roof, and my heels are on the ground.
One of Barbie's trademarks, no matter which one, is her relationship with the color pink. There's even a shade of pink that was patented with the name Barbie Pink. That's how deeply connected the color is with the doll. And it seems Margot Robbie took this very, very seriously. So much so that she issued a request for everyone involved in the production to wear pink during filming. Ryan Gosling, who played Barbie's eternal romantic partner Ken, was the one who spilled the beans on his co-star. He said she even fined those who didn't wear pink. Of course, all in good fun. The Pink Queen's decree lasted a week, and naturally, all the subjects complied and wore at least one pink item every day for a week. Quite creative. Of course, all Barbies have a lot in common besides being avid users of pink. They are elegant, know how to carry themselves, and are true celebrities, all in the best Barbie style. In the live-action movie of the doll, we have not just one, but 12 different Barbies being part of the film. We have everything from lawyer Barbie to mermaid Barbie, but one of them caught a lot of attention, the Nobel Prize-winning Barbie, portrayed by actress Emma Mackey. Emma is an actress who has been increasingly involved in series like Netflix's Sex Education and movies like Death on the Nile. But what has always drawn the attention of many people are the striking similarities between the actress and Margot Robbie, which has been much talked about ever since she gained more prominence in Hollywood. And the coolest thing is that this resemblance was going to be addressed in some way in the movie, with the support of director Greta Gerwig. However, the actresses themselves, who wanted to play around with the idea, gave up on it because after dressing up as Barbie, they didn't feel so similar anymore and dropped the idea. Returning to talk about Barbie's feet, one of the great curiosities of many people is how the scene of the heels not touching the ground was filmed. There was a lot of speculation that a ballerina had been hired just for that particular scene, but Margot Robbie revealed that the entire scene was filmed exclusively by her, without the need for any stunt double. She even mentioned that her background in ballet as a child helped, but she had to lean on a bar to really get the scene right. Moreover, she confirmed that it took 8 takes to get the scene just right. Poor Margot. For sure the front of her feet must have been hurting quite a bit after 7 attempts until they got it right.
Probably about 8 takes. I just walked up, kind of held onto the bar above camera.
What a perfect arch.
Speaking of other Barbies, one that is present in the movie and is well known and beloved by Barbie fans is the mermaid version of the doll. In the film, this Barbie will be portrayed by one of the biggest celebrities in the music world, the singer Dua Lipa. This marks the singer's debut in the world of cinema, but there are already some confirmed movies featuring her, along with speculations about other productions she's involved in. One of the films she will undoubtedly appear in is called Argyle, scheduled to be released in February 2024. Those were the 12 incredible facts we've highlighted from the Barbie live-action movie. Comment down below if you've already watched the Barbie movie or if you're planning to. We'd love to know. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our upcoming videos. Until next time, bye-bye.